Okay, folks. Sorry it took me so long to get this to you. I've been looking around trying to figure out the best way to get this to you. I really think the best way to take care of this is I went ahead and found a homework problem or a view and example problem that helped kind of model what's going on here. I'm going to go through with the calculator and kind of walk through how to do this. And so I'm going to walk through all the different facets of this. First thing you need to do is I need you to turn the diagnostics on. So to turn your diagnostics on, hit second catalog. And we want to scroll all the way down until we get to diagnostics on. So keep going, keep going, keep going. It's down here. So we hit second 0, and we're going to scroll all the way down until we see diagnostics on. Alright, we're almost there. Sorry, this is probably faster in your calculator, but I got to click this one at a time. There it is, diagnostics on. You click enter, and then enter again. And that takes care of it for us. So that's the first thing we need to do. The second thing I need you to do is hit your y equals, and we want to hit the up arrow key, and we want to turn our stat plot on, okay? So now I'm going to quit and get out of that. So the two things I need you to do first is turn your diagnostics on, and then turn your stat plot on. And then now I will clear everything out, and now we're ready to work with this problem. So it says the data in the chart shows the cost of tuition in the state university from 97 to 2001. Fit a regression line to the data where x is the number of years after 1997, then find a coefficient of correlation. Finally, use the regression line to predict the cost. So this is a little bit of what I might be asking you to do on the quiz tomorrow. So the first thing we need to do is hit stat and edit. If you do have stuff in this list, let's say there's some numbers in here, how you do that, how you clear out that list is you scroll up until L1 is highlighted, you hit clear, and then you hit enter, and that will clear everything out of that list. So what you need to do here is you see we have 0, 97811, 1, 10, 5, 5, 5, 8. We're going to put those data in there. So I'm going to do the first column first. It's going to be 0, enter, 1, enter, 2, enter, 3, enter, 4, enter. Notice you're not putting the actual years in here. You are just putting these numbers. 0 corresponds to 1997. So when we hit the right arrow key, it's 97, 81, and enter, and 10, 5, 5, 8, enter, 10, 8, 4, 0. Make sure that these are in there correctly because that can cause problems if you enter the data in incorrectly. So we put the last piece in here. Oops, you see I've got that in there wrong. We need to fix that. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6. Then we go ahead and hit enter. So you get all that data in there. Now we're going to hit second quit. After we've got the data in our stat plot, now we're ready to run our regression. We do that by hitting stat, hitting the right arrow key, and going down to linear regression. Notice what's happening over here is it's keeping track of all my keystrokes. So if you want to follow what I did, I hit stat, I hit the right arrow key, and then I hit down 3 times. I'm going to hit enter. We hit enter again. And you see here it gives us our y equals ax plus b. It tells us 80 is, or a is 607.7 and b is 9,810.6. So I'm going to go, look, this is the one that matches up with that, right? So I will check that. Oh, the sign of the y-intercept is incorrect. Oh, I'm sorry, b should be a plus, right? So when we look at this, it's plus b. I made a mistake there. It happens. So after we get that, we need to find our correlation coefficient, which is 0.991961. We're not going to put this whole decimal in here. It says round to the nearest thousandth. This is the tenth. This is the hundredth. Thousandth is 3 decimal places. If the number next to it is 5 or higher, which it is, this 1 is going to become a 2. So it's going to be 0.992. It says, is the regression a good fit? Remember, if it's close to 1 or -1, it is a good fit, so that's pretty darn close, so we're going to check that. The last thing it wants us to do is find the predicted cost of tuition in 2004. Notice 0 is 97, 1 is 98, 2 is 99, 3 is 2000, 4 is 2001, so 5 would be 2002, 6 would be 2003, and 7 would be 2004. So I'm going to go to my table. There's a couple different ways I can plug this in. I think the easiest way for us to do it is I'm going to go through how to do this using a table. What we want to do is we want to hit zoom 9. That's going to create our stat plot for us. And then our y equals, we're going to hit vars, statistics, right arrow key twice. I'll pull this over so you can see what's going on here. Enter, and then graph. And you see what's going to happen is it's going to draw this for us. So we can figure out what x is going to be. Since this starts in 1997 and it's 2004, the value of x is going to be 2004 minus 1997, which is 7. So we want to find the value when x is 7, which is 14,065. 14065. Good. 2007. If we do 1997, or I'm sorry, 2007 minus 1997, which is when this started, we want to know when the x value is 10. It's going to be 15,888. 15,888. Again, I'm getting this all from the table. You can get the second table by hitting second graph. It says the predicted cost of tuition in 2010. This is going to be 2010 minus 1997 to figure out what my x value is. That's 13. So we're going to scroll down just a few more times. It's going to be 17,771. So I'm going to put that in here. 17,771. And we check it. Oh, I'm off by, if I look, it's 17,711. Better. And we got it. So again, what we did was we found our regression, then we ran our stat plot, and then we got our regression equation in the y equals using that vars, and then we read off the table to help us predict some future values. So I hope this helps. I'd be happy to go over this with you again in office hours if it isn't making sense, but you definitely need to be able to at least find the regression equation tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good day and staying warm out there.